Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, it's K Solo. Just want to say Happy New Year's to everybody and welcome to 2025. We're on day two already. Day two already of 2025. And I know a lot of people were participating in a lot of rides. For the first, you had the Polar Bear ride. Some people did IBA Saddle Sore 1000 rides. Man, that was from coast to coast. Gorilla Blue was putting a lot of stuff out there, people doing rides, and folks, it was amazing. It was incredible. First of the year is always great. People want to get out and ride. They just, it's part of that tradition of saying, hey, what are you doing on the first? Some people sit there and say, you got to have money in your pocket. Some people sit there and say, a man is supposed to walk through your door, be the first person to walk through your door. I visited Mom Dukes, and she made sure that she said, you need to be here to be the first one to walk, the first man to walk through the door. So yeah, I had to get that in, and a lot of traditions. Some people eat black eyed peas on the first, but I chose this year that I was going to support a great group of guys down in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Highway Dre, T-Roc, and Tin Man. I call them the Eastern North Carolina 3, the ENC III. And man, they put on a great ride, a great unity ride, because there was other clubs. There was more than just one club there. Their club was there, Street Soldier. Shout out to those guys. And, Queens of Chrome was there. Just a bunch of clubs was there, man. You even had some one percenters there. And it was good to see the unity with this ride, and just hearing the story people was talking about, and the rides from last year, the rides going into this year, anticipating. Dre broke out his vest, man. I'm telling you, it was great. It was really great. I had a great time, and for me to be around other riders who enjoy just riding makes me feel good. It really does. You can't say what riding means to you. And I know I talk about riding all the time, so all you do is talk about riding. Yeah, because that's why I'm here. That's what got me here, is my love and passion for riding my motorcycle. And so with that, on this platform, that's what I want to highlight. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to share. That's why I'm looking for that unsung rider out there who has a story to share that's inspiration, motivation, uplifting, positive. That's how we're going into 2025, leaving all negativity behind us. That's what we need to be focused on, folks. Leave all negativity behind us in 24. A lot of things change in our lives. A lot of people are in different places and positions. And the thing is, we still have that passion and love for motorcycling. So yeah, that's what I plan to keep this platform centered on. That is my goal, is just to share my experiences with you guys. And I appreciate you for tuning in. And another thing, and I know I'm all over the place, but that's how I am. I'm just full of energy. Even though it's late at night, I'm not even going to tell you what time it is. But, people purchase merchandise supporting the podcast, because all money goes back into the podcast. Either it's increasing bandwidth, upload, download, cameras to try to bring you the best picture and image, the sound equipment, all of it. Every bit of merchandise that you purchase goes back into the podcast, because I want this to be the best. That's just how I am. You give it your all. If you're going to do it, give it your all. And I have my highs and my lows with this, but hey, at the end of the day, I still love sitting in this chair, sitting behind this camera, talking into this microphone and sharing my passion for this culture with you. But yeah, the first ride of the year was outstanding. My hat off. I salute those guys. They did an outstanding job. The safety brief was good. The prayer was good. The direction where we were going was straightforward, was clear and concise. Um, the speed, T-Roc got a little carried away. Tin Man got a little carried away, not realizing that we had, probably 30 bikes. But, hey, that's all part of it. That's all part of you being a motorcyclist and trying your best to be a professional at it. You adjust, you adapt and overcome. And that's what everybody pretty much did. We had one bike that kind of like stalled out. It was operator error. But at the end of the day, we didn't leave him. They made the turn. We circled back around to pick the guy up. And hey, man, come to find out it was operator error, timing and spacing. But hey, we all make mistakes, rookie mistake. But he was safe about it. And we recovered him and he rejoined the ride. But it was a good ride. We left out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. And we shot over to Wilson. And then from Wilson, we shot over to kind of like Smithfield, Wilson borderline right there. Had a great time, man. The hospitality was great. It's a new club that I never met before or heard of, but at the same time, I exchanged number with the president and told him, I said, hey, look, if you got anything going down, hit me up and I'll come and I'll support you. And I mean that because that's how I am. You have to be a man of your word. So meeting this new club, meeting these new guys, man, it just said, hey, look, you still a part of the culture, Solo. Get out, visit, get back in no clubhouse like you used to. And that's what I want to do. So guys, hey man, I appreciate the hospitality. Definitely going to be coming to visit you. So look, folks, I'm just jabbering on. I'm going to go ahead and start this video. Just once again, something that I put together. I'm not all fancy like some of these other vloggers out there, man. They got that equipment, they got the programs and everything like that, man. I'm still operating on sticks and stones and glass lenses, man. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. So I'm gonna kind of sit back and kind of watch a little bit of it with you, So we ended up meeting up at the Shell station. Like I say, man, those guys did an outstanding job putting this ride together. Very professional. And that's what I look at when I do group rides. I'm not familiar with riding everybody. So I kind of pull back and ride at the back of the pack. Or I kind of fall into a position of support. The military taught me that, hey, man, the most important element in an convoy is the recovery. And I took that to heart. That's why I fall to the back of the pack or just to kind of pick up stragglers, just like we did with the Three Flags Classic with those guys. Reef took the lead and ran point, Look at Dre. And yeah, I'll just fall back to the back, man. But it was a good one. This was a good one, folks. Dre talking about his daddy bastard. Man, I'm telling you, we had a good time, folks. We had a real good time. It was good to see some old cats I hadn't seen in a while from Vicious Hogs up there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to those guys, man, because when I first moved back to the East Coast, man, they had this bomb clubhouse there. And Big Bro was up there DJing, Heavy D. Shout out to Heavy D. Happy New Year to you, my brother. And yeah, man, those guys welcomed me with open doors and hospitality. So shout out to those guys, man. But you see, man, you got all different type of bikes out there. Pretty much everybody's riding a Harley, but they got their own flair to them. You got Vicks over here on your left. You got that Road Glide right there, that limited edition right there. And everybody's just coming together. Just want to just have a good time, catching up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, you got to get back out there, right? Hey, man.
That's what it's all about right there. Shaking hands, meeting people, chopping it up. That's the get down. T-Roc right there. Look at Dre. Dre got his 360 going, man. Highway Dre. But it was a nice turnout. You know, it was a real nice turnout. The weather was a little chilly, you know, as you can see, a couple people plugged in, had their heated gear on. But for the most part, you know, it was a beautiful sunny day. Great riding weather. Great riding weather. So Tin Man started off, you know, kind of thanking everybody for coming out, kind of giving a little history about the ride, how it started, how the first time they did the ride, he went down on his bike and his wife had to take him to the hospital. But, you know, it's all part of it. But they stuck with it. And you can see people support them. So you know it's good. Old School did a good prayer. That's unity right there, folks. That's unity. That's what I love about this culture. Dre followed up with part of the safety brief. Dre supporting my man Retro with 48. Ride 48, man. He's doing a great thing with that. The four corners of each state. Go to his link, go to his website, check him out on his podcast, the Retro Philosophy Show, and register, do one of the four corners rides in a state, and man, you can get you a nice patch. All right. So we're on the road, we're rolling. As you can see, we got 3 wheels, we got 2 wheels, we got Vicks, we got Harleys. Everybody just want to just get out and ride and have a good time. T-Roc. Yeah, man. So yes, I just threw this together, trying to capture the moment, you know. That first ride of the year is always gonna set the tempo. People are talking about where they're gonna go, their plans on how they're gonna do their rides, what sites they wanted to go see. Some people say they were looking forward to going west, doing the four corners, Three Flags Classic SMA rides. I-95 is Unforgiving, the super slab on the East Coast. I picked that term up on the West Coast, the super slab. My man Low Key taught me that one. Yeah, that's my old girl right there. So that's the first stop right there in Wilson. We linked up with Queens of Chrome. Um, we had plenty of 3-wheelers out there. It was good to see them, you know. This gentleman right here, I met him and we exchanged number, and I did not know him. I did not know him. And he, come to find out, he was one of the original founders of Street Soldiers. I didn't know that. He grew up in the town next to me. I didn't know that. So we ended up exchanging numbers. I'm going to bring him on the show because I'm interested in hearing what it took for him in North Carolina to start that, and the things that he went through to get that club up and running. I'm not giving out names. Because when I bring him on the show, I want y'all to be like ready to hear what he got to say. So before we took off from this stop, we said another prayer, another traveling prayer. And we did address the situation that's going on down in New Orleans. And we said a prayer for those people, man, because that's sad. That's sad, man. You always got to be on your P's and Q's. I have PTSD. So for me, large places, I'm not real comfortable around a lot of people in large places like that because I'm always on guard. So I really have to watch myself in large crowds because I will find myself scanning sectors of fire, looking for exits and all of that. So we hop back on 95, heading down to Kenley Smithfield area. This gentleman here is the president, and Sin City was in the house. And the clubhouse, man, this is what I love about clubhouses. This is the biker lifestyle right here.
Look at this guy, man. Look at
This guy right here, man. Nice clubhouse, clean, well kept. FHK. Hey, when you see me with the camera, you already know what I'm gonna be doing. Capture the moment. My little sis, she was there. Mr. Iron Elite, Lonnie was there. T-Roc. It was good to see everybody, man. So what's so funny about this? This is Tin Man wife. She walked up behind me. She stepped in front of me and she pulled her picture out and captured the picture. And we just bust out laughing. Like, wow. She's like, Solo, you ain't gonna get away. I'm gonna get my picture. So we stayed around. Happy New Year. So we stayed around for a while, ate some food. The food was good and delicious. Great atmosphere. People was chopping up, having a good time, sharing their tales, their stories. And then I hopped back on the road, had to go see Mom Dukes, man. You know, and for me, I had to take advantage of this weather. It was beautiful weather out there. Um, Sunny, a little brisk, you know, 40s, maybe low 50s. And it was great. It was great. And when you're riding in eastern North Carolina, man, it's just in North Carolina in general, the pine trees, the scenery, it's always going to be captivating. It's always going to be something that's going to catch your eye. For me, I get off on just seeing the landscape of it all. And there was a lot of bikes out, a lot of riders out, all over the place, different packs. I know there was guys up at Rab Reed, had their event. I know my man Kodak, most hated, he rode down to, he rode 1,000 miles. He did a Saddle Sore 1000. I saw where he stopped in down there at south of the border. And then later on, I seen his wife doing a live showing him coming home. And so shout out to my man, and shout out to all the long distance rider that got out and either did a saddle soil or a bun burner. I think Lionel did a bun burner. That's 1,500 miles in 24 hours, gold. And some people just stay home and spend time with their families, gearing up. But it was a great ride. Yeah, man. You really just have to just enjoy it. For me, this is what I love. Behind the bars. Looking at all the scenery. Once again, I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. We're on a goal of trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. I'd greatly appreciate it if you like. First of all, if you watch, like, share, and comment. Put comments on there, folks. Like the video. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to break you. Like the video. Put a comment down. Solo, this is good. Solo, tweak this, or whatever the case may be. But comment, get involved. I'm trying to highlight this to share my experience, my journey with you, and my passion for this thing. My motto is aspire to inspire, be legendary. That way, we all can be inspiring. Great ride, great people, aspire to inspire, be legendary. Folks, it was great to just see everybody, spend time with everybody. And I definitely look forward to having a good 2025, getting out, coming to a couple of events, supporting different organizations. People reached out saying, "Hey, Solo, come to our event." I'll be coming. I will be coming. If you reach out and say, "Solo, come to event, we want you there," I will come. Just give me time. Let me know. We'll work it in. I'll be there because I want to meet everybody that's on my social media page, everybody that's supporting the podcast, the whole 9 yards. And this was just something quick, something brief that I just wanted to just share my first ride of 2025 with you. And once again, thank everybody for tuning in to Riding with K Solo, the podcast with Logic. We greatly appreciate you, even if you tune into just a solo moment, because I'm going to start dropping some more solo moments out there. And that way, you can get that inspiration, that moment, that solo moment that's captured. And I'll be dropping nuggets. When I say nuggets, it's just what it is. What is a nugget, Solo? What is a nugget? Basically, a nugget is like a bit of information, something that you can sit there and say, I can think about this. It resonates with me. I can relate to that. I've been there. I've had that moment, and it makes you feel good to either hear somebody else experience with it or sit and say, I'm not the only one going through it. For all my veterans out there, and I'm going to stand on that, man. I truly support you guys. I know what you're going through. We're going through what people can't understand. People that's not been in the foxhole, people not been in that they can't understand, they can't relate, they can't see it. But definitely all my fellow comrades, if you're dealing with it, don't think that you're alone, because you're not. We're all dealing with something. Either be a relationship, either be financial, either be health, either be mental, either be visual, either be something inside of you that you don't even know what's causing you to feel and think the way that you do. We're all dealing with something, but just know that you're not alone. So with that, when I'm dropping nuggets, when I'm dropping solo moments, I'm sharing with you how I'm feeling, my moment, to sit there and say, you're not alone. Folks, it's late. I'm rambling. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off this phone, off this daggone podcast. I'm off the phone. That's old school. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you would please, if you made it this far, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.